Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellen and I run Sew and Inspire. For today's video, we're going to be doing a super chill sew with me. Maybe you can have this on in the background while you do some sewing, or if you just want to grab a drink and chill and watch me make a shirt, then just keep watching. So, I am going to be making a shirt, as I just said, because I saw this tablecloth at the bottom of our airing cupboard and I was like, I need to make a shirt out of that because that's cute. So that is what I'm going to be doing today and I'm very excited about it. I haven't sewed anything for myself in absolutely ages, like 2 months, 3 months, ages. I'm very excited to make myself a shirt. I don't sew for myself very often anyway, so I might use this colour thread instead of white. Oh no, this. I knew I had a paler yellow. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Don't actually know if I have a spare bobbin. Let's just hope I do. I'm not using a commercial pattern for this. I have drafted one myself just using a shirt that I already have that I really like the fit of. So sorry, but I will see if I can find a few shirt patterns and link them down below if you want to make one. That does not look like one of my bobbins, but okay. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing okay and are feeling okay about lockdown and everything, because I know it's like very different for people how they find lockdown. I know for me, I don't really find lockdown very difficult. I actually I don't want to say I like it because I obviously don't like the reason we're in lockdown, but I'm a very homey person anyway, and because of my mental health recently, it has actually helped me a lot. So I'm very grateful for it, but I really do sympathise for the people that find it really hard. I don't know where my scissors are. I have to use these ones. I got these in my advent calendar. So I am actually going to kind of explain why I took that really long break from uploading any videos on this channel, and why, like, if you follow me on Instagram, over that period of time I also literally didn't post barely at all. And I spoke about it a little bit on Instagram, but I don't think I think I've mentioned on here that I wasn't very well, but not really. And I'm not going to go into like depth, but I just think it might like be kind of interesting, I guess, because sewing is literally helps me so much with it. So I don't know, it might help someone, it might not. I might just bore you all. I'm first just pinning the back yoke onto the back. I think there is a like, so I was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder when I was about probably 7 or 8, quite a while ago, and ever since I've been diagnosed it's been extremely up and down, and it has always like affected my life and my family's life a lot. We went on holiday to America. Sorry, the sun's just come out and made the lighting really weird. In March 2018. Ever since then, I feel like my life has just been taken away from me. And I know that sounds really dramatic, because obviously it hasn't, but that's what it's kind of felt like. But when we were in America and when we got home, I basically had developed emetophobia. If you don't know what that is, just type it into Google, because I'm not going to go into it, just in case someone who's watching this has emetophobia. I don't want to trigger anyone. So ever since we came back from America, I've been really struggling with my anxiety and my emetophobia, and it took me like I'd say a year to get back to living healthily again, because my emetophobia, I don't think that it's very common that emetophobia comes out like this, but I'm honestly not sure. But my emetophobia, when it gets really bad, I then don't eat properly, so obviously that affects my actual health, not just my mental health, which is why when it gets so bad, I then can't do anything. Sorry, this is quite deep for like a sew with me, but I just wanted to explain, and I thought this was the perfect chatty video to do it. So yeah, I kind of recovered myself to a certain degree. I was doing really well, and then obviously lockdown happened and I was the happiest I had ever been. I started Sew and Inspire. I was just so happy that it was the lowest my anxiety had ever been, because I wasn't going to school. But because I hadn't been to school for so long, I'd say around the summer, when back to school was kind of looming, my anxiety was coming back and I was trying really hard to stop it, but I just kind of felt like I couldn't, and I kind of had an inkling that maybe things would escalate, but I obviously hoped they wouldn't. I went back to school in September, and ever since then my emetophobia kicked back in really badly, and so did my anxiety, and I developed a bit of depression all at the same time. And I think it was around October time when everything literally came to a halt. I have never felt that low in my whole entire life, and ever since October I haven't been to school, because then I wasn't physically able, because I was so weak. I had about a month where I couldn't get out of bed. But ever since I'd say November time, the end of November, I have been putting in so much work into recovery, and I am slowly recovering. And now I'm not going to school because we're in lockdown, but before we were in lockdown I wasn't going to school full days anyway, and when I did go it was extremely hard, and it just shouldn't have been that difficult. But I've got some different help now than I've ever had before, because I've had counsellors ever since I was like 7, but I'm trying a different method, and it's for the emetophobia, and it seems to be really helping so far. So I'm extremely grateful that I'm able to have it and that it's working so well for me. Now we're here, and yes, I am still not fully functioning as a normal human being. I still can't really go out properly. I've been working towards that recently, and I know it sounds really stupid, but we all have those things, you know, we all have things that we struggle with. So even though some people, like most people, wouldn't even imagine getting anxious about going out to the shop, but for me that is like the biggest thing you could ask me to do right now. Before, that didn't faze me, so I know I can get back to that, because before I loved shopping was my favourite thing. Anyway, enough of the deep chats. I'm back to sewing, but I just wanted to kind of explain, and because it looked a bit weird to be that ill for so long, but I was, and I wasn't just like ill, it's because it was linked to my brain, and it's kind of the hardest, well, I'm not going to say the hardest, but it's a very hard illness to fix, if you like, because you can't just take medicine and you're fine. It takes a lot of hard work and determination, and I'm very lucky to have the support I do from my friends and my family. I don't know what I'd do without them. Anyway, let's get back to sewing. I pinned on my yoke, so I'm now going to sew this, and then I will flip it up and top stitch it so it looks all nice. You know, I absolutely love this camera with all of my heart, and I'm so grateful that I have it. But the battery's awful. Like, I used to be able to film Sew With Me and I would still be on 3 bars and I'd be able to film another video on my old camera. This one, you can't film a full video without having to charge it. So I have done the yoke. I didn't intend to match the stripes. I think it looks better if you don't try, because then if you mess it up, do you know what I mean? And then I've also sewn them, the front and back at the shoulder seams, and then I've also top stitched it because I love the look of top stitching on shirts especially. I have overlocked the sides of the sleeves before I put them on because of the little gap before you put the cuff on. Learnt that from the last shirt I made. I'm actually using this tablecloth the wrong way out because I prefer the paler colours. Also, little tip, if you don't do this already, always insert your sleeves before you sew the side seam because it just makes it so much easier. Just a little tip. Obviously if the pattern says not to and you need to do it for a different reason, then obviously do that, but I'm really sorry if you can hear the noise. I have also made the sleeves a lot shorter, like 7 inches shorter, because I made them way too long on my last shirt. So yeah, it's not unwearable or anything, it looks like they're too long, and yes, I could shorten them, but I can't really be bothered. I've just been for a walk. It is so cold and it says that it might snow, so I'm not sure if it will, but I really hope it does. I just absolutely love the snow. Love it. I just love the white glow that it just gives to the whole house. Do you know what I mean? I have now finished attaching my cuffs. I am so happy with them. This is the 3rd time I've attached cuffs to, no, the 2nd time I've attached cuffs to something, and it has gone so well. I stitched in the ditch, as they say, and it's caught really nice and evenly on the inside. And then, can someone please tell me, does a cuff, like the bit that overlaps, does it overlap in on the front of the shirt or inside like that? I've literally had a mind block, and the shirt I was referencing doesn't actually have that. I feel like it looks better when it goes on the inside. I feel like it looks a lot neater, so I might do it like that. Anyway, I'm now, what should I do next? Collar or... I think I'm gonna do the placket next. So for the placket, you need to fold in like 1 centimetre seam allowance, and then, oh no, actually I'm gonna do the collar. No, I'm gonna do the collar first, because then I know how wide I need to make the seam allowance. So I'm going to sew my 2 collar pieces right side together, and then it's basically the same process as the cuffs. You just attach it and then fold it over, stitch and ditch, and you get a nice neat finish. That is cut so badly. Wow, well done Ellen, that was really good. I thought it was going to rain all day today, and I get really affected by the weather. It really affects my mood. I think we kind of came to the conclusion that I might have SAD, but obviously it hasn't been like diagnosed, so I'm not going to say I have it, but it was really tough. And even now, like before it would be getting dark and it's 4:20, it'd be getting dark. Now it's like actually light and it's just made that tiny bit of difference. So I'm actually going to iron this first. Also, I got a new iron. That's a cute angle. I got a new iron. We as a family got a new iron. This is it. It is so much bigger than our old one and it's quite a bit heavier, but it's so much better. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know why I'm sitting down. I cannot iron sitting down. Good morning, it is now the next day and the shirt is finished. I'm not 100% sure what the last thing I showed was, but I attached the collar and then I did the button placket, and I will show you close-ups of it in a second. But I am so proud of this shirt. I was just putting it on this morning and I was like, this looks really nicely made, and I think I just really took my time. Like I could have made this in like an hour and a half, but I really took my time. I think in the end it took me like maybe 3, because the buttons, hand sewing these buttons, took me about half an hour. But I'm so proud of it. I don't know, I just love it. This is how it looks on the shoulder. I just feel like I just prefer it off the shoulder. And then here's the back hem, kind of goes down like that. Yeah, let me take it off and show you the details. So here is the placket, this is the inside, and then here's the outside. And I was so proud of my buttonholes because I can't seem to do buttonholes without one going really badly wrong. The only one that went slightly wrong is the one right at the top, but even so it's not a major disaster like normal. Does anyone else find that one always goes wrong on a piece of clothing and it's like the worst? Then here is the collar. I did the same technique where I stitched in the ditch so you can't see it on the outside, and then it looks, I went a bit wobbly at one point, but overall it looks pretty neat. Here are my buttons. I just chose these simple white ones because I don't really want to make too much of a statement of them. And then I ended up doing the cuffs like when the overlapped bit goes on the inside. I'm not sure if that's right, but I kind of preferred how it looked like that, and I'm just really happy with how they look. I think they look really neat, and I don't know, I'm just really proud of this. I just feel like I sewed it really well, and I really love top stitching on the shoulder seam there and the yoke. I think that looks really nice. Yeah, overall I'm just really pleased with it. If you want me to do more of like a tutorial where I properly show you how to make it, because it's not from like it's, what's it called, Universal? What is the word? I literally don't know. I have like drafted it from a shirt that I already had, so if you want me to show you how to like clone a shirt that you already have and how to make it, then just let me know and I will be more than happy to do that, because I absolutely love making shirts because you have to be so precise and it's just really like methodical. Anyway, I'm not sure how interesting this video has been. I hope I filmed enough, but yeah, that is my shirt made from an old tablecloth. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because that would mean the absolute world to me. I am currently holding a giveaway over on my Instagram to say a huge thank you for 300 followers over there and 100 subscribers. The giveaway closes on Sunday the 14th of February Valentine's Day. I didn't actually realise that. When this video goes up on Friday, there are still 2 more days that you can enter, so I will leave my Instagram down below if you do want to enter and have a chance of winning a pack of reusable face pads and a scrunchie. But I think that is all from me. As always, my Etsy shop is linked in the description box. So I hope you all have the best day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next Friday at 6 PM for another studio vlog. Bye!